My Voice Podcast. I did a theme song. There's a theme song. I'm here with Connor. I'm here with Stacy Cay. We're here to just celebrate the, amazingness of life. We're here to ask Stacy Cay questions because I do that. That's the format of the podcast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ask away, I guess.
I don't know. I just, what your beginnings, the creation. I want to say your credits. I don't know. What is credits? You start comedy?
Oh, yeah. Plug the shows and stuff. Because you actually have shows.
Spend the night, April 29th at the Improv Company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
you can also catch it on YouTube. You can buy a ticket. We'll give you the YouTube link.
There's she won the State Christian Character Award in 2017. I'm trying to think.
That was my team won Christian Character Award. I just coached them.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. She has a Twitter. Trying to think. I'm sorry, she's a fashion model. She does all these things.
She was in the New York Comedy Festival and South by Southwest.
And Tucker Carlson. Not a fan.
I was like, oh, you're on Tucker?
I photoshopped myself in there.
He hates her. Was it like growing up in like Arkansas farmland while being homeschooled? When you left like that area, did you have like a really like a fish out of water experience? Those are two questions, I guess.
No, I left because I was a fish out of water there.
Oh.
I mean, I was not supposed to be raised on a farm, homeschooled in Arkansas. Like wasn't good for me. I mean, it was really like lonely. I had like a lot of free time. I like used to make up languages and write like fantasy novels, and it was pretty sad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really have internet good either. Like we didn't have very good internet access to begin with out there.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really use it that much, and social media hadn't really been invented, so I
That's
just
cute.
didn't
Like,
have friends.
that's cute because like you didn't have like access to anything, but you were still like a massive nerd, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, I had books and video games.
Damn.
So
what kind of farm were you like?
It was a white people farm where they don't actually grow anything. It's like a hobby.
It's like
so like we had like chickens and ducks and a horse, and we let other people grow their cows out there. Like they put like 2 cows out on our 25 acres, and kind of keep the brush down a little bit. And then we also had goats, but we didn't like sell anything from them. What? We would use the chicken eggs. We would cook with the chicken eggs, but other than that, well, I mean, chickens eat ticks and stuff like that. So like they keep pest control down a little bit, which is the main reason we had chickens out there.
Has anyone ever like had like a tick on their back and they had that chicken eat it? That'd be pretty cool.
What? No, they
someone get the chicken, please.
They get them crawling. Yeah, they get the chicken. Oh my God! All right, one time. My brother had a tick on the tip of his penis.
Yeah, that's relatable.
And my mom had to help get it off.
Oh man.
And like he was like
I've seen that like
14 at the time. He was not young. Not too young to be having mom ticks off his
Oh
dick.
Man, that would suck.
And like we were in a small house, and the whole house could hear him screaming, and then my dad had to come in there and help, and it was like I don't know all what went down, but I just know that these things happened.
Oh my God, I couldn't even. My penis would be so tiny. I'd be like, oh fuck, my mom's gonna just touch my penis this whole time. Be shriveled up. I'd be so scared of that.
Well, yeah. I guess
That'd
it's good that you don't get all boned up whenever your mom. At the thought of your mom touching, that's a good thing.
This is a weird story. It reminded me of like I was at the skate park, and I think this guy was showing like this other guy's like sister's nudes to the guy.
Oh,
and
cool.
then
that's a super cool move.
Then he was like, "Dude, you're bricked up right now. Dude, you're totally having a boner." And that's the skate park.
Yeah, just trying to make your friends hard. It's super cool. Skaters rock.
Do you have any stories about like animals on the farm?
Animals on the farm. Okay, so I really like ducks. I had mallards and Peking ducks.
They're tasty.
No.
They're very tasty.
No, they're cubes. Don't eat ducks.
Peking duck is tasty. That's like a delicacy in China.
Everything's a delicacy in China.
No, relax. Relax. Let me show you this.
China eats way too many cute animals.
Yeah.
That's because they're a little bit more advanced than the rest of the world. Eventually, you'll all be eating ducks, okay?
I know it's supposed to be fancy, but like I don't like. They're so cute. I understand. I know people eat ducks. It's not just Chinese people either. Like, people eat ducks, but like I see ducks and they're like, oh my god, they're so fucking cute.
Yeah.
But like everything eats ducks. Like we used to get like raccoons, coyotes, dogs would just, you know, pick them up because they can't defend themselves out of the water. Oh yeah, and then turtles in the water would eat them too.
Dang, you have
just shut off.
You shut it off?
No, it's okay.
Did you shut the
it's
podcast
okay, it's cool.
off?
No, it's great. It's great. Don't do it. Don't change anything. I'm funny.
Good
I'm just
Lord.
funny. I'm doing bits on the podcast. Viewers, I got you. I turned off the video for a second. It's back. What is it? Do you have like an interesting relationship with animals now, or like, do you feel like you see them any differently because you, I don't know, hung out with them?
Yeah, you're like an animal whisperer now.
Well, okay, I guess. So a few things I learned. Chickens deserve it. Like, we should eat chickens. Like, they deserve to be eaten. If you ever like been around chickens,
they're assholes.
They're the worst. They deserve to be eaten. Cows do not deserve it, but they're so good. Oh my god.
Oh,
do you think about like? Do you think chickens like should have that right to act that way because they've been under like hundreds of years of like systematic oppression and like genetic like tampering and eugenics that we've like raised them a certain way, you know? Don't you think they have like at least a little bit of a right to like stand up to their oppressors?
No, see, that's the thing. They're not standing up to the oppressors. They're standing up to each other. Like, they just like, dude, roosters, oh, they're the worst. And like just they're so mean, and they will eat each other. Like, they eat their fucking like eggs a lot and shit like that. I mean, that's not that crazy as long as they're not like actual baby eggs, but yeah. I just think that chickens are dumb. I don't like them.
Yeah, they're not.
I had one that used to fly up, and he would fly up on my shoulder. It was really cute, and that chicken did not deserve it. That chicken was better.
Did you kill the chicken? Did you eat the chicken?
No, I think it eventually somehow it died. I think a raccoon got it or something like that. Got in a chicken coop. It was a black chicken, like a totally black chicken. It was really
like
cool.
A rooster?
No, just there's like a bunch of different colored chickens, man.
That's
they're
crazy.
birds.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Diversity in the chicken.
It's crazy because when I eat them, they're all the same color.
Yeah,
they're all
they're all kind of pink.
They're all
white.
dark or white. There's only two. Okay, you mentioned being like a, like you said, I believe the term was like cult-like religious group. Was it what would you like relate to? Like, is it like Westboro? Is it like Scientology? Is it like Jehovah's Witness?
It's closer to Jehovah's Witness than the other ones. So these people are so conservative that they think that anyone who worships with instruments is going to hell. And there is a debate within the church on whether or not women should be allowed to talk in classes, which is, you know, whatever. And they have like strict rules, like women, you have to cover like all the way to shoulders, and then you have to cover all the way to the upper knee, and all the way up to the neck. Or you're not modest. You're causing people to sin at that point.
It's like they're living, I don't know, 70 years ago.
Yeah, but like they hang out with like regular people sometimes, like, and they're just their jobs, but they prioritize most of their spending time with each other, which means that they're all white. And there's there's a lot of black people in Conway, but they're not at this church at all. And it's weird. They don't understand like how weird it is that their communities and all their hanging out stuff is just a bunch of white people.
Have you heard about those cults that run businesses up in Lawrence? Have you seen those at all?
Cults running businesses in Lawrence?
Yeah, there's like they run like
I haven't been to
mow
Lawrence
lawns.
very much.
They mow lawns and they like own a sandwich shop. I was just curious if you heard of that.
Sounds kind of fun.
It's like 6th, 7th Sons or something. What it's called? It's some weird like that.
Weird.
But they have these people like work for them as like they trim hedges or they mow lawns or like they work in a sandwich shop and they don't pay them. They're like volunteers.
Sounds like a good business.
Late stage capitalism.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, obviously you have a lot of discussions online. Shout out social media. Like, do you feel like it's good because like you can talk to anybody you want and you can like relate to understand them, or do you feel like it's like it's really negative because it's really easy to like frustrate others, like cause friction between communities?
Are you saying is the internet bad?
No.
Yeah, what was
I'm
that?
just saying like what do you feel like is your like lived experience like being on the internet? Because I can't use.
Has the
I
internet
can't post on Twitter or Reddit.
Has the internet destroyed you like
No,
it
shut
has
up.
us?
Shut up.
Why?
No, I'm just like, do you feel like it's like, oh, I mean, I guess it is like internet bad or good, but it's just like, do you feel like, oh, like the internet's like a nice place where I can like connect to and understand other people? Or do you feel like the internet's like a bad place where like you always have to justify yourself, where you're like frustrated, or like people can't like intentionally try not to understand you?
Well, I'm trans, so like I don't get real life, you know? Like it's kind of hard to explain, but you want to be to only ever be around cis people is weird. Like they don't really get it, and you need to be around people like you a little bit, and so we have to use the internet. Like they tell us not to be on the internet or whatever. What?
Do I have something on me?
I don't know why I did that. It's not like, it's because I didn't want to interrupt your beautiful discussion. I don't know. I'm sorry.
So
you're
you
talking. You're talking. I didn't
do it.
like your amazing talking. So I don't know, because okay, I'll explain myself, and then I wanted to hear the rest of what you're saying. Because no, because it's like, I'm not white. No, it's just like I've never really been able to fit in. Like eventually, because also I'm like weird. I'm not mentally disabled, guys.
Do you state that on every podcast?
I mean, no, but I mean the thing that I keep running into.
Basically,
I just realized like one time, the first time I ever worked at this restaurant, this girl who's hosting, she was like, "Is this guy like gay or like autistic or something?"
Like, yes to both. Yeah.
No, no, or like people would say to me in high school like, yeah, or about me, you'd be like, yeah, like he's really funny, but like he's not doing it on purpose. I'm like, shut up. Or like
that's what people used to say about me when I was in school.
We're just too funny for normal people.
Yeah,
they
think that there's no way that you're. I mean, I'm imagining that the stuff you do is kind of goofy, but you're doing it because you think it's fun. You know, like this is being you. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to segue into talk about me because I do that a lot. But like, it's like I would like be honest and like authentic and like serious about stuff, and they'd be like, "Why are you like thinking so much, dude? Just leave it alone." Or like, why do you take it so seriously? And it's like, well, if you want me to be serious, like that's what I think about stuff. If you don't, I'm just gonna like goof off. I don't know. People don't like my process. No, I'm just saying like being able to. I've met like other like Asian Americans. It's not even about like there's generally like in the experience that I've had, it's like you have the people who like try to blend in, so they. I don't know white culture, but like this culture, Overland Park, whatever, Johnson County, and then they try to blend in with those people, or they like maybe appeal to their parents or appeal to like similar race or like culture to them, where they just like focus on grades really hard. And then you meet cool people like me who are skaters, creatives, and popular and funny, and they're like they understand that it's like cultural mixing is cool. Like I am an American, but I'm also like another part this, and it's cool that I can like learn from both cultures and like take this, and then I'm like my own person. But it's like, oh, so that means like neither community like fully understands you, and then you're just alone unless you find like actually open-minded people, or you can just. But I would rather be like kind and nice than overpowering, so I get treated like I'm mentally disabled. Oh, but I'm just saying, like, I like you, Connor. I think you're a nice dude. I think you're open-minded. But you are like you fit in. Yeah. I'm just saying. That's what I mean. Like you fit in.
Unfortunately, I'm really cool. Because
the gold tea. This is the most.
Yeah, I don't know. My philosophy is let's just chill, get drunk. I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
why can't we all just have fun?
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's like I can't believe I'm making this argument because I feel like I'm always on the other side of this. But it's like I can't. I don't know. I don't have friends. I mean, I'm very isolated.
I don't want friends
because people can't understand me.
Yeah, true.
It's okay. Connor,
I just have a lot of friends, and
that's all. Let's do this. Let's go back to what.
Yeah. Stop derailing the show, Bill.
Hey, how about we hold hands? I do this thing. Let's hold hands.
Oh yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
This isn't a cult.
So I'm so glad we're having this experience. I feel like we're making a real connection, and we're learning so much about each other. Praise it be the comedy gods. I don't know, Gilbert Gottfried. I don't know.
Okay.
And that's, all right. And it happens every show, and I still don't know why.
So continue what you're talking about. What is it? It's hard to be able to like relate to other people in like quote unquote real life because you're trans.
Yeah. So internet spaces are like where we find each other, and a lot of us have difficulty leaving the house. Honestly, like most of us are shut-ins, like for real, because we get fucking bullied by everyone all the time. And so like to reach these people, I have to, use the internet. And that's why I stream the show, is because like there's a lot of trans people who just at home, they don't want to go to a show. Like they want to watch it on the internet. So yeah, like comedians like me wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the internet. Because I mean, there's no way I'm gonna find my crowd at the fucking comedy club. All right, let's be honest. Like there's no way that the people who just happen to like waddle in there are gonna like my jokes. Like they might like them, all right, but like that's not. It doesn't hit with them the same as it does with other trans people. So
yeah. When did you know like how old were you? Because you were fully like in the cult, right?
yeah.
So when did you know? Did you just like wake up one day?
No, it was a cult.
Yeah.
Well, I pretty like when I was like a teenager or whatever, I knew we were being racist and sexist and like cruel, like like the Donald Trump like Republican, like some of these people liked that part of the Bible and stuff, and that's not really what it's about, and it was weird. I know a lot about the Bible, and I knew that like that their attitudes was not at all like what Jesus was supposed to be. So they're like fucking hypocrites, It was like it was whatever they wanted it to be, but they just used Jesus as a cover. And I knew that from a young age, but there were also some good aspects to it. Like it did some beneficial stuff, and I thought it could be. I thought these people were better than they were. And then whenever I came out and tried to explain to them what being transgender meant, like they just
I'm sure
were like, so dishonest, and just like they would it was crazy. The arguments they would use against me. Am I too quiet?
No, you're fine.
Am I too quiet? Okay. The arguments they would use against me.
I'm sorry.
They would be like, okay, so being gay is wrong, all right. And if you're trans, that means anyone you're with is gay.
That's funny.
I'm not kidding. Like they actually said that. Like if you have, if you're with a guy or a girl, both ways is gay. That's what they told me. Like multiple people independently told me this shit. It wasn't just one stupid person. It was the whole place was like this.
Yeah.
And then they're also like, well, if you're a girl, you have to date guys. And I'm like, well, I'm bisexual, so. And then they're like, wait, no.
Well, they thought you were cheating.
Yeah. I found a loophole to be gay.
Yeah. No, I always thought that was weird. I grew up religious too. Like just how they like.
What?
Yeah, I grew up religious.
Oh,
did you know that?
No,
it's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
What kind of religious?
Chinese Baptist.
Nice.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's really interesting because Chinese people are pretty conservative, believe it or not.
Yeah. I have Chinese friends, Bill.
Some people are cool, like can actually understand like the point of cultural mixing, but a lot of Chinese people are like Chinese for the Chinese. We're Chinese.
I mean, what I've noticed is Chinese people that come to America are pretty
pro-America.
Yeah, like say what?
Pro-America.
Or they're not as conservative as Chinese people in China.
Yeah, but sometimes they are.
Yeah.
And then especially the ones who go to like a Chinese church, it's not like they just want to go out to regular church. They want to be insular. Way more serious than I thought I'd be on the comedy podcast. But it's okay. This is good. So this is a good transition for what you're saying earlier. You've talked about like LGBTQ like comedy sets that you'd like to say but wouldn't work in like a regular room. Like, could you tell some of those?
I mean, it's like a lot of jokes that like I don't really ever bother turning into a stand-up bit because I know that it's not really going to hit the same, because first off, I have to educate you on what the situation means. And second, I have to make people feel okay with our trauma first, because like pretty much everything about being trans is just trauma. Like a lot of just because being trans is hard. And first I have to make cis people feel okay with they first have to understand the trauma, and then I have to make them feel comfortable laughing at the trauma. And then I can make jokes. So it's like a lot of work to get up there.
Yeah.
But like one thing that So there's this joke that like we just do to each other. So trans women have this issue of attracting guys who want us for our penises, all right? They want us to top them, and none of us want to top guys ever. Like, that's disgusting to us.
Really?
Typically.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like,
yeah, we do not want to do that. We do not want someone who wants us for our genitalia.
No, but it's like,
okay.
Sorry.
And anyways, there's this thing, and we have like serial trans. They're called chasers, right?
Yeah.
That dudes that go after trans women, and we don't want those because that means they're fetishizing us. So we'll post their picture in a group and say like, do any of y'all know him? Right?
Oh man.
Because they don't want a chaser. So it's like we're checking with all of our friends if anybody has messed with this person. And if so, like, are they bad, or like what's the most of the time though, nobody recognizes it, and all of the comments are, yep, topped and behind a gay bar. Is the comment everybody makes, is topped and behind a gay bar. Because that's like the worst thing for a trans woman to believe, is that this guy gets topped behind gay bars.
No, that's great. That's great.
Because if that means that they see us as men, you know, and we do not want that.
Yeah.
So that's our worst nightmare.
I don't know if it's equivalent, but like, it's like the straight version of this guy being like, yeah, like I just met this girl, like, do you know her? And it's like, this guy goes, yeah, I fucked her already.
Yeah, but it's so much worse.
Yeah. No, it's like, no, I knew a person who's dating a trans girl, and they were having sex. Okay, this is, and I was like, they're having sex, and she was like, oh, I was like worried I was getting pregnant. And I was like, I guess my opinion doesn't matter, but I was like, oh, like in my head, like, if I didn't like my penis, using it would be very dysphoric. That was just that. Yeah, I mean that always made sense to me. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I should, being serious on the podcast, worst thing has happened to it.
No, man, you gotta do some serious parts in comedy. If everything is
was
jokes.
that an argument for? I just
No,
want to use my penis.
No, it's like no, that makes sense. I guess I'm just relating. I'm trying to relate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you good?
No, it's good. It's good.
You're just like, I don't know. I'm scared. Okay.
No, it's funny watching you be awkward.
Like, okay. I'm trying to think. I appreciate how you're like trying to create an inclusive environment for like other people, like other trans people, because like you're setting up these shows and doing this material. Do you feel like the community in KC is like really strong? Do you feel like you're like really building something together?
I think so. I've been getting a lot of trans women. It's you don't see a lot of us in one room at one time. Like, that doesn't happen very often. We don't really, because like I said, we don't go outside and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of trans women at my shows, which is pretty great. I've never really seen that before. And there's actually a pretty big, I don't know how, maybe it's because of internet spaces, and I'm a trans comedian who's constantly promoting stuff to get trans people out. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty good. It's so much better than it was in Arkansas.
Yeah.
The trans people in Arkansas are a lot sadder.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, a lot. I've like transfers, but most of them are like online. Like, or like, yeah, in another country or something.
Yeah, and people will think we don't exist. No, we're just hiding in our rooms.
I think. Oh, okay. So you moved to KC for like jobs, and you're like a programmer, right?
Yeah.
So like, is this true? My trans friend told me, is it like 70% of trans girls are coders? Is this true?
See, the thing is, I mean, I don't know about that statistic because it's really hard to do like data science on a group like this, but yeah, a lot of us are coders. That you're in if you're a trans woman, you are a coder, you're a hairstylist, or a sex worker. Those are like the three things we're allowed to be.
The coding one.
Yeah, because coding is like one of the ones they don't really give a shit who you are. Like, you're just a fucking nerd who like does the computer stuff, right? Yeah. So like, it's one of the places where we can like we're fine there. And it gives you a lot of money right out of college, and we need a lot of money because our healthcare is not cheap. It's not covered by like anyone. So a lot of us do go into programming because we need money fast, and it's something that we can get into because there's a bunch of other industries, you know, like you gotta like know people and like and trans people don't really get that because most of us are ostracized by at least half of whatever we interact with.
Someone was like, what is it? Someone was talking. They were like, "Oh, like high school sucks, and it's all about like who you know and all this stuff." But that's like after high school, that's what it's like too for a lot of jobs. It's like who plays the best, or like who knows each other.
Yeah, it's all everything in life is because of like you know who you know, right?
Gotta play the game.
It literally everything is who you know and who likes you and all that kind of stuff. And like I feel like we tell kids that that's not true in high school and college, but it's super true. Like you don't get jobs on your merits. It's just not a thing that happens.
I think I think it's like I think merits do factor. Maybe I don't know. That's my opinion. I mean,
say
like,
what?
It's like I think merits do factor into it somehow. But I mean, like,
not, you need enough, but that's not why you got the job.
It doesn't get you in the door.
I mean, it can get you in the door, but like a lot of jobs that are listed, they already have in mind who they're going to give the job to. And they just interview more candidates because they're supposed to, to make it look like they're making things fair. And they also pick people who are like them. So like if you got a bunch of, you know, white 5'5" trolls.
short king. Shout out.
That's who they're gonna hire, you know?
Yeah.
Oh and walking into a business is just a bunch of
short guys.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Like a job culture will be like you'll see it, and just the whole team will like they all look the same. Like whatever it is, like they'll be nearly the same weight category and like same race, same gender, same personality, same interests.
Well, like when I did IT, I just dressed like a dork. And they're like, this guy rocks. Like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, and it was weird for me applying out of college. So I wasn't presenting female at the time. And I would show up in like suits and like look really nice and stuff. And I feel like that was off-putting to a lot of people in Conway. Like I was too clean cut and like
you're too fashionable.
Yeah, I was too pretty for it.
I have that issue too.
Yeah. You get it. Are you going to college?
No.
You're not gonna go?
I feel like I need like a set up a financial plan first. I don't
go to community college.
Yeah, that's like some few $1,000s. I don't know. I have to feel like I have to.
It's cheap as fuck. You're in JCCC is really good at university. Start going to community college.
Yeah, mine was like $3,000 per semester. The one semester I did was $3,000, so it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still like figure out what I'm doing. I guess. I mean,
yes.
I mean, I like to figure out like a financial plan, like how I'm gonna pay for and what I'm gonna do in the meantime. And
well, it definitely doesn't start by starting a job and quitting it 3 days later.
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
What job was it?
No, we're not talking about that. This is not allowed. I've been working. I don't know. What's important to me is like I want to go to Sweden. I'm weird and stupid like that.
Wait, what?
I want to go to Sweden.
Just Sweden?
I mean Denmark. I'm gonna go to Denmark right next.
Sorry, you gotta be really rich for those places.
I'm saving up money. That's what I've been working.
Not
for 3 days.
It's a lot easier to save up money once you go to college.
You're probably right. I don't know. I don't know. I already had my mom talk to me about this. Okay, we already had a discussion about it before you were here. I am Asian.
Before you were here?
Yeah.
Before I was here, she was telling you.
Yeah. She was like, "So Connor, what'd you do for college? What age do you move out, Connor?"
Yeah.
That's not what my mom sounds like.
I don't know. It sounds pretty similar.
You had to get on the grind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Start grinding.
I mean, I am grinding. I'm doing this comedy thing, right? Doing this podcast. You love sports. Let me do this. You're a big fan of like sports in general, doing it and watching. So you're a big fan of, I know, like the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know. You've cheered for like the LA Clippers, Steelers before, but maybe that's just like certain games.
Worn certain games. I'll cheer for the Clippers. I have a cute Clippers dress, so that's the main reason.
What is? You just love the sport, and that's where you're passionate.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of basketball. I played for 13 years and coached for 5, and I've followed the NBA my whole life.
More specifically, 5.5 years. I did that for you.
What? Wow. How much of a dig did you do on me?
Look at that. I don't show it to the camera because this is only for never mind.
You bought me a
Little
bottle opener? Sweet. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know. Something with Oklahoma City Thunder.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to think. So you are a coder. You've contributed to multiple open source projects like Tetris VR, Beball.
Oh my god, you looked at my fucking GitHub?
I went on the GitHub?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I didn't know you knew how to do that. Okay. All right.
What was that like? I mean, I've never done anything like open source, and I use OBS. I mean,
it's not open source. I guess it is open source. I got the GitHub public, but I did a project out of college, so I couldn't get a job, out of college because I didn't know anybody. And so I just started working on my own project, which was I got an Oculus Rift because it was like on sale, and played around with it, and then wanted to like develop games for it. So I'd already been like learning how to do Unity, the game engine. I already knew how to do that stuff, and it was pretty easy actually to develop for VR. So I made a version of Tetris where it's in VR and you shoot the blocks instead of move them. So like you take out like pieces to make them fit.
that's cool.
And I just started working on that because I needed direction in my life.
Okay.
My girlfriend had broken up with me, and like I just was trying to do something, and I actually got a job from it because it was like impressive in interviews. They saw that and they were like, "That's cool."
I'm doing comedy. I don't have a direction in my life.
Yeah.
But also, you were big into crypto. Is this?
That's not true.
That's not you. Okay, this is another
false.
person.
I have never said anything publicly about crypto ever.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm live.
No, I was I had a lot of crypto back in the day, and I had to sell a lot of it because my parents took me off health insurance and kicked me out of the house. I would be really rich right now if I still had it.
Were you into Bitcoin or whatever?
Was I into it?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Well, there's like a bunch of coins.
I just knew. Yeah, it was Bitcoin was the old one.
Did you ever?
I knew it was gonna be big.
Did you ever call people mate?
Huh?
Do you ever call people mate?
Why'd you ask me that?
Is this true?
What? Who told you that? What? Where are you pulling this?
I don't know how you talk to people. You have an excessive online.
I used to. I don't know what context. I used to try to talk like a pirate on the internet a lot. When did I?
That's cute.
What?
I
used to translate for Facebook languages. There's pirate language. Did you know that on Facebook?
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
I just want to know. I saw one of your tweets. It said, "I'm not a Reddit moderator, so I get pussy." Right?
Yeah.
But on this old Reddit account, you're a moderator for a community. It's a community
What
with
community?
0 posts. UCA Summoners. So it has 2 members.
Yeah, I tried to make a I was trying to make like at my school was wanting to do the Reddit. Nobody ever joined the Reddit, but
yeah, but you are the moderator. So,
okay, all right.
Hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
Right. I've never. You've exposed me.
Okay.
People think I'm a moderator. Like I've got my account. I have one subreddit that I post that lets me post. A lot of the LGBT subreddits block my shit because they don't like me.
Why?
You got beef on the Reddit community.
It's these fucking bitches. And it's not the LGBT community at large. Most of them love me, But there's these certain people that I don't know what it is, but every time I make a joke that they, they'll take it and make it and act like I'm being serious and dunk on me and ratio me or whatever.
They'll ratio you? Ratio you?
It's the worst part.
Yeah, like people get so many likes on Twitter for dunking on me. For a joke.
Yeah.
For a fucking joke. And like I'll see cis people say the same thing and they'll get like a 28,000 likes or whatever, and I'll say like something that's like a nicer version of that, and I'll just get like fucking dragged across the goddamn coals, and that person was being serious, I was joking, and like goddamn. And then there's the people, it's like a very cultish thing, like the super online, and they like all like know each other, and like they say like you shouldn't tweet this person out because their jokes are harmful to the LGBT community or whatever. See, I'm not like friends with these people. Like I didn't like come up with like help from other large trans accounts. They just, you know, it's like I'm an outsider and they think that I'm like this horrible person and they want to block everything I do because
this
self-made millionaire Stacy Cay, she came up on her own. She made her.
This is on Twitter?
No.
Or
it trends. So I'm biggest on Reddit, but Reddit doesn't really like pay the bills. You know, Reddit doesn't really success on Reddit doesn't translate to success on anything else because you don't even get to keep your profile. Like Twitter, they know your face, they know your name, all that kind of stuff. Reddit a lot of times, or they don't want you to have your name on there.
$18. Shout out.
Yeah, Reddit is weird like that. Just like you got to stay anonymous.
It's about the content.
They fucking hate women too. Redditors, and it doesn't even matter. Like in LGBT spaces, they hate women too. Like as long as I don't say shit about dudes, like they get real mad if I say any jokes about men or whatever.
Everyone's an incel on Reddit.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah. Redditors hate.
You have
America
to if you're gonna show a woman's picture on Reddit, you have to say this is my friend or this is my sister. She doesn't think she's pretty or some shit like that, and then they'll upvote it to whatever. But if you post your own shit, you get like nothing because they're like cringe posting your own, you know, because they fucking hate women.
Yeah.
Fuck Reddit, man.
This podcast, she goes mask off.
I got beef with every social media website and how it hates trans women. It's the worst.
So, you have an account on the Make Music forum, or is that you?
Make Music?
It's like Make Music forum. Is this you?
What the hell is that? Let me see. What am I talking about?
Using like shape notes in Finale 2007.
Oh yeah. I used to write stuff on in Finale Notepad. I didn't have the whole thing because it was too expensive, but it's like a little it's a sheet music writer, and then you get to play it. And I have you looked me up on SoundCloud?
Oh yeah, the song.
Yeah, I made that in Finale Notepad and recorded it on it.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, that's the thing I used to do because I didn't have internet and I was homeschooled. So
Can I read old tweets of yours?
Let me see.
It's not like problematic.
Let me see first. I want to know if they're cringe.
I think they're all
Don't
cringe.
read any of those.
I think they're probably
Let me see.
I mean, I think they're funny.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, my leg's asleep.
I just found like your username, so I have all the old accounts.
It's gonna be an astounding no.
I need to change my name on here. I was funny, wasn't I? I would read them out. I don't have that account on my. Let me see if I can sign into it and change my name before I announce, because people will be able to look that up.
Oh, can I? Oh my god, it's near the microphone. It's freaking out.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's that bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
High quality production value.
All right, let me sign into my.
Oh, you're gonna change it? So can I read it now and post it later?
We'll see. Let me see if I can change it.
Okay. Well, we can.
Is there a sync in here?
Sync?
Yeah.
This is the break part of the podcast.
Yeah, we might. Can we take just a quick? I'm gonna get a water.
Intermission, guys.
Okay.
Just real quick. I just need to go get a water. I am dying.
Okay, it's gone. It's go. It works. We're back.
Right. Don't say it's gone. Oh
yeah,
my
God. I was like, holy shit.
I've been talking and it hasn't been being recorded. Fuck.
That is the worst feeling. It reminds me of this podcast. Is like they're talking about with Jim Norton for an hour and a half, and 45 minutes wasn't recording, and Jim Norton was like, "Just fuck this. I've never talked to you guys ever again." What was it? Have you ever thought about like doing? I'm actually a big fan of like Twitch politics. Maybe that's me being dumb. Are you interested in that at all?
Twitch politics?
Yeah. It's kind of dumb. But
Are you joking?
Yeah.
Are you joking? I just recently found out what a politics streamer was. Oh my god. Well, I can't believe that exists.
Yeah.
Do you know what Twitch politics streamers are?
Yeah.
It's weird.
They're fucking... Oh my lord.
They're insane.
It is
interesting.
Jerry Springer for Zoomers. That's what it is. It's just nonstop like drama and like a toxicity.
Yeah.
And just like holy shit, cuz I keep getting like fucking retweeted by this politics streamer. I've blocked 3 of her accounts. I'm sure she's finding my shit otherwise, but that's what she does the whole time, and it's not just she does it at everyone. She does it at whoever she can. Yeah. And I'm a popular trans target, but she's done it to other trans women too. She's a trans woman, and she does it to like really bad people sometimes, but then she also does it to like people who don't deserve it.
Real shooter.
Is she just like slandering people?
Well, it's like quote tweeting and then changing the context of what the person says and saying like,
Twitter.
Listen,
wars.
all right, I'll just explain what happened to one of these things. I made a joke on Twitter. I said, and this was in response. This was in response to this cis guy. I was saying, like, he was talking about how Leah Thomas shouldn't be allowed to swim, and he was arguing with me on that, and he was just a fucking douchebag. And he said that he understands what it's like to be bullied or whatever, and like trans women just need to like deal with it is pretty much what he was saying. And that's super unfair. Like, and I said the difference between a cis guy being bullied and a trans woman being bullied is that the trans woman didn't deserve it. All right?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's a little joke.
And it got quote tweeted by this politics streamer and said the cis gay kid that tried to kill himself in the psych ward didn't deserve to be bullied. That's what she fucking said. And like, that's not what I was saying.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying bullying was cool. I was just like, systematic oppression is worse than regular bullying, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just taking it and then applying it to some other situation.
And it blew up on Twitter.
Yeah.
I got a ton of hate mail. Like, of people bullying me over saying that trans women don't deserve to get bullied.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I would have... like I get that because they can like quote take you and then like they can kind of like illustrate it. I don't know how to say it. But I would what maybe it's like if you just said like you instead of like I think like you know what I'm saying.
Are you trying to rewrite my comedy for me?
Because then I think it wouldn't have been able to. I'm really scared of that like type of stuff all the time. Like I'm scared of the internet. Shout out. But like that's if you. I think it would whatever. So, like if you target it towards like him specifically instead of like generally, I think that's what because people can like I try to be very specific with my words, especially on the internet because I know that people can. I'm sorry. I mean, I would just say it's like specifically. I would say like instead of saying because I feel like people can like there's so much.
Yeah. So I mean, if you wanna interpret somebody's jokes uncharitably, you can fucking do that.
But I feel like that's just...
all right. I'm a trans comedian.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand what that means, really. But we are angry people, all right? We are angry. And it's not just because I'm angry. That's how we are as a people. And, like...
yeah.
I say some inflammatory shit because I'm fucking mad all the time. And you fucking tone policing how I said that, people can understand that I'm not meaning that cis people that bullying is good.
Yeah.
You can understand that if you understood that, right? Did you think I was saying that bullying is good?
I get what you mean. Well, I think maybe that's like Twitter though. Well, just like quoting.
It is. Yeah. And whenever you have somebody who hates you like that trying to do that, you're gonna get fucking dunked on because it's easy to do that on Twitter.
Well, Twitter.
If you want to engage in that toxicity, and I refuse to like quote tweet people like that because one, it gives them engagement and stuff like that. Like, it's harmful to quote tweet people like a lot of people on Twitter do. It's toxicity, and it's just like
turns into mob mentality.
Yeah, you're each mobbing each other, and it's like just no one needs to exist in that space. And even no matter how much you disagree with somebody, it doesn't really help anything but maybe your own brand. Mm-hmm. Like it's like a selfish thing to be quote tweeting people like this. Yeah. Like even as fucking J.K. Rowling, I'm not a fan of people quote tweeting J.K. Rowling because it just sends a bunch of people towards J.K. Rowling and increases her engagement.
I agree
and her shitty stuff she says is now more elevated. And if you actually got a problem with something, you shouldn't quote tweet it. because that shines a light and it lets people see that more.
I actually completely agree. I feel like it's just with like people like know, like I think like outrage, I guess the term is like outrage cultures, like that's like a constant, so people always know, like you can kind of like measure people's reactions when you say things, and like that can become like if it's like just a dumb person saying something stupid in real life, you just like ignore them, right, or like avoid them, but on the internet you like spotlight them, you send people to them.
Well, it's a lot easier to say stuff on like Twitter and because you're not face to face with someone.
Damn, dude, I wish people would talk to me face to face.
Yeah, it's just like
I wish they would.
Well, and like
I wish they would talk in a crowd while I have a mic or something like that. Like it's so annoying because I can't actually address it. Like I can't. All these people are saying this shit about me, and like it's like they're saying I'm a Reddit moderator. They got thousands of likes, like saying I was a secret Reddit moderator, and it's like. First off, the only reason they're saying that is because my posts don't get removed in that subreddit. Mm-hmm. That's the only subreddit that doesn't remove my posts.
Yeah.
That's how much a lot of moderators fucking hate me.
Yeah.
And just because I'm on that subreddit, they think because they want to ban me from everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, the only people who are victims of cancel culture are people who are fucking vulnerable. All right? Like, you can cancel trans women. Like, that... It happens all the time. Like they can because they're already cut off from the rest of society. Like they don't. But if they get cut off from trans spaces too, like they're fucked. Like
it's just that mentality of just like I don't know. You want to be. Some people get so like into a movement that if someone goes against it, then it's like now they're doing the same thing of just like I think fuck this up, but basically just like, you know, like what is it, mob eats mob, fuck it, I don't know,
you're another
like
pitchfork,
you're going against you're trying
rule.
To do good so hard that you end up just hurting the people that you're trying to do good for.
I mean, that's what happens is a bunch of more innocent people participate in it because it's, you know, they feel justified and things like that. But What?
Can I change the topic to something lighter?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
So, you used to play Pokemon Go. How's that?
Oh, I only played Pokemon Go for like a month. Back in the old days, like what was it, 2015 or something like that?
Yeah,
2015. Where Pokemon Go came out and everyone was like figuring out how to play the game and it was fun and stuff, and then we realized, oh shit, you just have to catch a bunch of Pidgeys and Rattatas and turn them into gummy stuff or what is it? Candy. Yeah. And the fighting sucked and all that kind of stuff, but like it was really fun just walking out and playing with your friends and things like that. And we just go to the park and hang out with people and meet new people playing Pokemon Go. That was one of the best months of American history.
Yeah, the roads were dangerous. We were because that's when I was in high school. And we would just drive around.
We had a college campus that had a bunch of stops, and it was like a 20-mile-per-hour road, so you could go, about like 10 miles per hour, and you could hit all the stops. You know, and you just go around and get all the stops.
Yeah, like my friends were like, let's like break into like this like playground so we can get all the stops.
You're playing a little different.
What is it? You made this post about Pokemon Go.
Me?
Do you remember it? Do you remember a post you made about Pokemon Go?
Let me see it.
No.
I need to see it first.
Oh, it's not like bad. It's just you're being silly.
Okay, go ahead. Whatever.
Eevee name change not working. Today I evolved 3 Eevees with the name Rainer. I reset my app and everything, so I knew the server registered the name change. However, they all evolved into Jolteons. Does my name no longer control what they evolved to? Would really like to know before I evolve my 600 Eevees. Happy face.
All right.
I thought that was cute. So you get a Vaporeon playing
Oh,
for.
hell yeah. Thank you. That's cute.
I have Pokemon cards in my room.
Thank you so much.
Should I show it to the camera, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah. Check that out.
Look at that. I like Vaporeon.
What is name change? How you decide what Eevee evolves into? Is that how that works?
One time, yeah. It's like a one-time use thing. Rainer,
Yeah,
Sparky.
that was so dumb.
So you do like you've been playing like Twitch games?
Huh?
You do Twitch. You stream Twitch. Another credit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've been streaming Twitch.
League of Legends, dude. I went back to League of Legends. I'll see like how this works.
Oh, no, another League's
The
player.
damage.
Oh, no.
The damage has gone like 2 times. Like the
The
mobility
damage creep is insane.
The mobility has gone up like 75-50%, and then the games are like half, and they're adding more randomized stuff. I used to play like tank junglers, and now I get one
Yeah,
shot.
fuck you. Yeah.
What?
No, I'm saying like that's what Riot
Oh.
thinks is if you're a tank, if you like tanks and stuff like that, fuck you. Like
So I placed in plat, and it's like, oh, I used to play Gwen, and then they nerfed her because Gwen is like a bruiser type. Whatever. Okay.
Wait, who's Gwen?
Gwen's the doll girl. She's like she has scissors. It's okay. She's new.
How new is she?
She's decently new.
You said I used to play Gwen like it was like back 5 years ago.
No, like
I used to play
ago.
Skarner like way back
Love Skarner.
before he ever got Spires. Like I used to play him like have you ever heard of like Gaudier like playing like Trick 2G style Udyr? I don't think that works anymore so much, but like it used to be a thing where you power farm and just control the whole map. I used to do that with Skarner, and it was really good.
But it's now with tanks. It's like, oh, they don't really have any. This is League. Shut up, Connor. This is like you don't have like staying power anymore. You can burst some if like when you gank somebody, you can like. I like talking about League. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is a comedy podcast,
and he'll just start a rant on it. I'm like, all right.
You can do this
like,
podcast.
You used to
start
be
playing League.
You used to be able to like. You used to be able to at least like do like maybe half somebody's damage. But then they changed the level scaling so that you're super low level, so the base damages you need as a tank aren't as good anymore. And then they made it so that so you don't have any actual staying power as a tank. And now instead of aftershock or like sometimes
I mean
Glacial,
it does really seem like
Rush.
the tanks that dominate, the only ones that are good are the ones that are strong in team fights and setting up stuff like a Mumu, you know.
Yeah, and that's like Mumu's brain dead.
Yeah, it's no fun. Yeah. I hate playing a Mumu.
So now I don't know. I played Gwen.
All I play is Sona, pretty much.
So Gwen has like she's like an Omni Vamp character. She's like Bruiser. She's like I don't know, like Darius, but like heals and like has like this. She has like a area. She's like a Camille ult, but projectiles can't hit her from outside the ult. Okay, I'll stop talking about League.
Whoa.
Okay, here's another present. I don't know.
Oh my
Here's
god.
the Jinx one. I got the Jinx one.
That's why you were reacting that way earlier. Thank you guys.
I don't know.
I didn't know I was going to get all these gifts on this podcast.
Okay.
I remember when Jinx came. Do you remember when Jinx came out?
I get jinxed, guys. Let's play the song.
What? You were like 10 years old at the time, right?
Get jinxed. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I remember my friend showed me League when I was really young. He was like, hey, check out this new character. His name's Volley Bear. Yeah.
Oh, that was so long ago. Oh my god. I remember when League came out. It was a year Obama got elected.
Shout outs. Shout outs, Malia.
Do you play like a bunch? Are you like a solo queue person, or do you like get a team?
I tried with teams before, but a lot of League players are just toxic as hell.
Yeah,
they can't even like tone it down with their own teammates. I had a team that I would play with in the collegiate tournaments in UCA, and that fell apart because of egos.
Yeah, I just remember playing like 2 months and just getting flamed. I'm like, I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate this game.
No, like I used to go. Yeah, I used to play Bruce with Tanks. Can't do that anymore. I guess I used to play 80, so I can go. I don't know. I kind of gave up. I've been playing roguelikes. I've been playing Risk of Rain. This guy.
Risk of Rain 2 or Risk of Rain 1?
2.
Yeah, I've been playing that a little bit.
Oh my god, let's do it. Let's go, guys.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Do you have Xbox? I play on Xbox. Does it have crossplay?
Maybe. It might. I'm not sure.
Maybe. This is
because we're on PC.
See, yeah. I was like, maybe like I was like, I had a thought the other day. I was like, oh, maybe we can play League together. It's like I don't want to lose like ever talking to you again.
Me?
Because League, I've lost like friendships.
Like about you getting mad at people,
or just like
no,
I don't
dude.
know,
I'll like as long as. No. Yeah, okay. I'm good with my friends. Like,
okay. Yeah. Okay.
The reason my team fell apart is because one time, well, I mean, this dude was a prick the whole time, but I was playing Tarek, and that was back when he had one stun, right? And I was saving my stun for my Draven, who was pretty fed, and he was doing all the damage, and this dude had died 16 times already on Annie. Okay? He was 16 and 16. All right? That's a lot of deaths for Annie for carrying. Draven was like 9 and 2. Okay?
Wait, is it 16 deaths?
Yeah, 16 deaths and 16 kills. This was our mid laner. All right? And I was playing Draven. I had my one stun. And they had a Hecarim who was tearing everything up. And I was saving that stun for the Hecarim whenever he tried to come kill Draven so Draven could kill him before he dies. All right? And this fucking Annie yelled at me for not using my stun to save him from some other person or whatever. But, like, you know how Annie is. Annie dumps out her combo, and then she's worthless, right? In fights, typically. So, I was, the sustained fight was with Draven. Anyways, okay. So, anyway, that's what I was doing. And this dude just fucking yelled at me like crazy in front of the room and, like, would not shut the hell up. And even like after the game, they were just so mad at me for not using my stun on this dude. So I I quit.
I just remember one time, like, I was playing with my friend, and it was like, because I was like diamond, so, and he like never played rank, so I was just like you need to do these specific things for us to win, and then he didn't, and like disagreed with me. I was like, it's over. Yeah, I didn't say it's not like that, but like I got upset. But I mean, like, I've had one of the like best moments. Like, I think to have fun with League, you need to just enjoy feeding. You need to enjoy, like, you need to think it's funny. That's what I've like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I had a friend who used to play. Like, I would always play more conservative and like smart and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and he always plays balls to the wall, and he would win more often than me because he was really good. And I try to emulate his attitude more often because, like, when you go balls to the wall, like, if you're actually good, you get to control whether the game wins, and if, like, say you're better, you win like 56-60% of your games, but then those 40% when you lose, boy, do you shit the bed. you get camp top, and you just, you're worthless and you're fucked.
No, I mean, that's what they made. I literally think it's because, like, Fortnite came out. They're trying to compete with Fortnite, like, kind of try to keep low attention span, so they're reducing the time of the game, adding more randomness, adding more damage. It's so that people can get more games in at, like, PC cafes.
Yeah, and it is good to speed up the game. But the damage creep is so high that you can't even, like, play certain characters. And that's why I play, like, Sona and Janna all the time. Because they're so strong, just giving everyone a little bit of shields and stuff. Because everybody needs to be, like, squishy. So you give them just a little bit of shields and healing and sustain through the next fight, and it's like unfair because it's just enough to get you through. And
I've been playing Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain. I've been playing Railgunner. I'm a shooter.
Railgunner is that robot, right?
He's the sniper. He's the sniper.
Oh, I don't think I have that character yet.
They added a new DLC last year.
Oh, cool. You have to pay for it.
Yeah. Connor says it's broken, but I'm a straight shooter.
I haven't actually beaten the game yet. I was playing Huntress the other day.
I haven't beaten it yet.
Dude, I just got the, like, artifact where you can pick your items. Have you not gotten that?
No, I haven't played that much. I played like 10 hours.
There's an artifact that you can get that you can enable for your games, and it will let you pick which item you get. So, like, if you get a white tier item,
the modifiers,
you get to pick which one it is. And it totally changes the goddamn game. Like, it's so easy if you follow that.
Yeah, we're talking about a roguelike where you pick games that changes your stats.
Risk of Rain 2, look it up. I don't play it all the time. I've been playing it for a long time, but, like, every now and then.
I've been playing this game called Vampire Survivors. It's basically like it's not like a mobile game where you walk around and, like, have a weapon and it automatically shoots people. So you have, like, a wand, it hits people close to you. You have axes, it, like, goes up in an arc, or you have like a boomerang and you shoot it and it goes back, or like a gun and it shoots pellets. And then, like, you increase, like, area, duration, cooldown, damage.
What is this, Elden Ring?
Vampire Survivors.
I've been playing Elden Ring. I love it.
I haven't.
He's been doing it. He's gonna become an Elden Ring comedian. That's what he's
yeah, he's gonna do Elden Ring centric material.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it whenever you're I don't know anything about
well, whenever you lose your rings? What is millennia? What a bullshit box.
People call you maidenless.
Yeah, maidenless.
I ran into this guy the other day who said that I was gay, but he was using a bleed build. What's the deal with that?
I love doing Jerry Seinfeld impressions.
Oh no, no! Don't you start up.
Okay.
You start doing your Seinfelds.
So this is more serious stuff. We're going back and forth. It's like a good ping pong, table tennis. That's a Chinese thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You described like the experience of being a trans person as like living two lives or going through an important journey. What have you like gone through or learned that you think that like cis people wouldn't normally like see or like understand or know about? Like everything. Is that the answer?
Was that a question? What was the question?
Yeah, a little bit. Like you really see things through a different perspective on like what people actually value. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, Bill. People's relationships with you are based on lies. Like if you violate what they think you are, they will, fucking drop you.
I do that constantly.
No, I mean, not saying like what you are doing is a lie, but like if they found out that you were actually a girl, like they would all fucking drop you like a rock. Like, because, I mean, it was insane. I had a lot of friends and things like that, and then they all just disappeared because whenever I first started like presenting female, I wasn't that good at it. It takes a second for people to like believe me. And it was just insane, like how much nobody really cares about you, like they don't really care about you. Like they'll like the things you give to their life, but if that ever changes, they'll fucking drop you because that's how people are. So like, take care of yourself and like don't worry too much about what people think.
I remember I was like at open mic and like waiting in line. I was just like talking to people next to me, and then we were about to sign up. Was like, I guess this like momentary coincidental like experience that we both got to go through. It's gone, guys. See you later. I'll never talk to you again. Like I don't know. It's like basically my relationship with school is that I didn't go for one reason or another, and so it's easy. It's easy that like people they can like operate without me. Like if I'm gone, they're fine. It's not like they'll check up on me.
So you just like bailed on school all the time?
Oh, we can talk about it later.
Your mom like that?
Yeah, I'm really Asian.
I had a Chinese friend that do that.
Yeah, because we're just rebels. We're fucked up. Like I was hanging out with my mom and her Chinese friends, so other Chinese mothers are like, my kid is addicted to video games. And they're like, yeah, because I think it's like Chinese people don't really have any like a lot of joy in their lives.
That's what you think it is?
That's what I think it is. It's because they don't feel like they have a lot of control, like the isolated like video games or like something that's like that uses like their mentally challenging thing for like an actual like fun result, not just like, oh, my parents aren't like mad at me.
My friend he's from Qingdao. Is that how you say that? Do you not know that? Do you not know very many cities in China?
You don't pronounce Q's.
Okay, how do you pronounce it then?
Yeah.
Qingdao.
Qingdao? Okay.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know the tone.
Anyways, and he went to school there, and it was like really high pressure and stuff, and he's really smart. But like at some point, like they're in high school or whatever, he was just like, fuck this, I just want to go play video games all day. That's what he would do, is just he would skip class and go to a internet cafe and play World of Warcraft.
That'd be so fun though.
And his parents fucking hated that.
Going to an internet cafe, like those would be super fun. I feel like.
Qingdao. That's what I say. They
don't really have stuff like that in America because like in like China and Japan and Korea, like it's very dense. Like it's a very, like there's so many fucking people per square foot there that places like that can exist and there's people that like live in those places.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they live in some places. It's like a small little room. With
Imagine
a little bed.
going to like a PC cafe all day and then going to open mic.
Oh God.
That's a life right there.
Yeah.
But like instead of paying rent, they just live in a in a cafe. Isn't that wild?
I want virtual reality to get like that, where we all just kind of veg out and just run around.
You're already kind of vegging out, Connor.
I am vegging out in Elden Ring.
The ultimate.
I will go ghost.
You know you're becoming a vegetable when you make a podcast.
Hey, no, that shows initiative, man.
What is it? You said half a year ago that it's like very important for you to like say yes to everything, that you need to do new things to keep
half a year ago I said that?
Yeah.
What about it?
Is that why you did this podcast? No. Have you why do you say half a year? Okay. Have you stayed true to that? Do you think it's still working?
Doing new stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that all the time. like if I ever get like invited to something or just then I like always say yes if I can, you know, like as long as I can do it. And it has opened up a lot of doors for me. And that's how I got started in comedy because I got invited to an open mic and had nothing else to do. So I just like kept going back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bill, I don't want to do your podcast in your basement.
No, it was fun. Thanks for having me. I'll do like any podcast pretty much as long as you're not like Joe Rogan.
Okay.
I would do Joe Rogan's podcast, but
not Italian.
I would not be very nice.
See, I think people should invite for more disagreements. Okay. I have a few more last questions, and then have you played in orchestra before? Mm-hmm. Johnson County Old Settlers is like a thing.
Yeah, I did that. I did it in school too. I did like a homeschool orchestra. But yeah, I did. I played for the Johnson County Orchestra for a little bit. I played first violin, but I was not good enough for it. There was like 2 good first violinists, and then me over here just like struggling to keep up. They picked some hard fucking music and just expected everybody to know how to do it. But I was not that good.
I played violin too. So cool.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. What's the story behind this picture? The car crash.
Oh yeah, I hit a cop.
Shout out.
I was driving home to Arkansas, and it snowed, and they didn't put any salt on the roads on the highway there, and I heard that there was like 13 wrecks on that road in a span of 30 minutes, and I put the brakes on like way far before I saw this thing, and my brakes just like were not working because it was icy, and instead of hitting this one guy straight on, I decided to try to go in between the cars a little bit to like cushion the impact. So it's not just like me hitting a fucking wall. I like fishtailed and like swiped this car a little bit and then bumped into a cop with the other side. And
that happened to me. So like there's like the highway and then like the shoulder and then there's like a wall. It's like and then this guy was like it was a stop. I was like 20 miles per hour, and this guy was going like 70, like, and he just like zoomed, and then he slowed down, and he went like in the shoulder, like 5 cars, and like made it out barely. I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't know. I've been in a car accident. I got a concussion last month. Okay,
oh, that's awful. Last month you got a concussion?
No, last year or something. It
was like 4 months ago.
Yeah. Okay, this is sad. You said you felt like you're not getting younger, like you never really got to be young. I don't know. I guess that wasn't a question. Sorry. I guess. I don't know. I feel like I really relate. I've been through like a.
You can do this.
I've been through a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm not really able to like connect to like people my age because there's just like so much going on like personally where it's like I approach problems in like a completely different way, and I always have to think like another step ahead, and I feel like people it's like I do feel like I've been forced to like grow up earlier. I don't know if that's like similar to you, because I've had these like certain sets of ideas like given to me while I was younger, and then like I've had to like completely like reject them because they didn't work. And then when I failed because I'm exploring, it's like those people who told me those things say it's like my fault. I don't know. Okay, I guess that was a question, but I guess I relate. Okay. So it said that I'm sorry. It was a podcast with just me in it. Me and 2 people watching me. So you've mentioned like maybe like an end goal being for you like going to California, right?
Yeah, probably eventually before the Civil War starts.
Yeah, before the southern.
Where would you go in California?
I don't know, probably somewhere around LA because I want to, do comedy and be in movies and shit.
What's the timeline? Do you have like a timeline, like a few years, 5?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like don't go to LA unless you've been invited, basically. Same thing with New York. Don't just go there, And I got in the New York Comedy Festival was my first time going to New York, and it opened up a lot of opportunities or whatever. And I have been invited to do some shows in LA, but I mean they're just like independent shows.
Yeah.
And that'd be cool. I'd be really excited to do it, but I just gotta get together a trip to do to LA. But as far as like living there, like it's so expensive. It's so much more expensive than Kansas City. I've got a sweet setup here in Overland Park because I live with a bunch of roommates in a big house, and I think for a while I'm just gonna be traveling to where I need to go, and I'm gonna spend the night on the road. I'm looking at taking it to Chicago in June.
Really?
And yeah, it would be dope as hell. Like I'm talking with a few comedians and venues around there to see if I can get a good spot. But then, I mean, right now I've got this girl co-hosting with me. She's from Baltimore. She flies for every show to be on this show because it's such a dope show. You need to come. And they don't make other comedy shows like this one.
For
True.
some random reason, I have a fascination with the Baltimore comedy scene.
Oh yeah.
Do you?
You've been waiting for this one.
We can talk about it later. But if you think Megan would enjoy doing the podcast, I'd love to have her on. Okay. I guess 2 questions.
What?
I have a fascination.
That was your fascination with the thing? It was just Megan?
No, it's there's this comedian. His name is Tom Myers. I think he's very funny. I don't think
I've heard of him.
Yeah, it's okay. We can talk about
Nobody
it
has.
We can talk about it later. I'm sorry. It's not about I don't know how to explain myself. Okay, I have 2 questions. I don't want to make it too long. I mean, 2 questions. I have 2 questions. Let me think about questions. Are you a fan of anime? I've seen you at anime conventions. Do you like anime?
I was at an anime convention, but like, I don't like watch anime. Like,
okay.
I get enough of anime references from being trans.
I guess you don't like Asian people. That's okay. I'm kidding. Have you've said are there any more plans for like you being on like YouTube or TikTok? I've seen
plans
for
a little bit
on like
YouTube and TikTok?
You said like you'd like to go into that platform more, but you just haven't pulled the trigger on any of that.
Oh, yeah, I need to do more video content, which I've been streaming recently, which is pretty cool. But I need to start doing more TikTok. I've done a few. You've seen a few I've done recently. That are all right.
She hit a goal. She drives in her car and does little things. She did a Bojack thing.
Yeah, and
her cats.
That it's so dumb. TikTok is so stupid. Like the stuff that takes off there.
See,
like
another Asian product you don't like.
Is it an Asian product?
It's Chinese.
Okay. I mean, everything's an Asian product, dude.
I'm an Asian product.
Yeah, I mean, well, do you know Jiayang Summers?
Jiayang Summers.
I think I said her name. Jiayang Summers. She's a comedian in LA. She's fucking hilarious. She's Chinese, and
you pronounce Q's T. I think.
Just tell me how to say the name.
Yeah.
You pronounce J's, yeah.
I'm not gonna remember this. I'm sorry.
Tiani. It's okay.
Anyways, she has a joke about people call her exotic for being Chinese.
Yeah.
And she's like, I was made in China. Everything is made in China. You are exotic. You are from Kentucky and have ankle fat.
People, they don't call me. They just call me weird. They just call me weird. Okay. So, last part of the podcast. So I give everybody this. So I have these bandanas I used to give out. I also have a mask version that I wear.
Bandanas?
You're interested in these?
If I ever want to do like LSD?
Sure.
Yeah, bring it to a rave.
I'm always about. Didn't you talk about doing shrooms? Okay. If you like, I have like what I do is I use hair bands to make it a mask. I don't know if you're interested.
To make a mask?
Yeah. Do you know how to do that?
No.
Well, that's why I have these.
You make a mask out of Why would I want a mask?
I don't know. People wear masks. Asians wear masks all the time.
Oh.
Asian.
Yeah, it's just an Asian thing.
Okay.
Asian people are more polite than we are.
Yeah.
Shout out. So, would you like to sign your name on the? I have everybody sign their name.
At the end of the shows.
Then we have to take a picture. Because I keep forgetting to do that.
Who all did you have? I don't recognize any of these.
So that's Dayton Vista. That's Steven Taylor. That's Michael Blank Searle. So Aaron Naylor.
These are hard to tell.
Yeah, just signatures.
Trying to, sell all this merch when I get famous. Okay. You can take the picture after this, and thank you very much. I think that's
all right. Sounds good.